World Numismatic Finds proudly uncover some of the most overlooked treasures in British change. The humble UK 5 pence coins from 1969, 1970, 1971, 1975, and 1977. Whether found in dirty, circulating, or even dilapidated condition, these small silver coins are turning heads among collectors for their rarity, age, and hidden market value. What once jingled in pockets could now fetch surprising prices in today's numismatic world. Proof that even the grimiest 5p might hold a glimmer of gold for those who know where to look. Let's begin with the 1975 UK 5 pence coin, a small yet remarkable piece of British currency that continues to intrigue collectors and coin enthusiasts worldwide. Even though the coin we're looking at is in a dirty condition, it still holds immense numismatic and historical worth that shouldn't be overlooked. Many people might pass by such a coin thinking it's just pocket change, but beneath that aged surface lies a charming story of Britain's transition, design excellence, and the resilience of post-decimal coinage. The 1975 5 pence coin hails from a transformative period in British monetary history. It was part of the decimal coinage system introduced in 1971, replacing the old shilling with a new value structure that aligned the UK with the decimal system. Minted under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, this coin symbolizes the nation's adaptation to modernity, while preserving the grace of traditional coin art. Struck in cupronickel, it carried forward a metallic luster that collectors have come to admire, even if time has left it dulled and tarnished. Though the year 1975 may seem ordinary in coinage terms, it represents a mid-era of decimal transition when these coins were the everyday currency for millions of Britons. On the obverse side, or the head of the coin, you'll find a young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Mackin. Her profile is framed elegantly with the inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg, FD 1975, which translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This effigy of the Queen became one of the most recognizable portraits in the history of British coinage, admired for its serenity and royal dignity. The reverse side, or the tail, features the crown thistle, a design created by Christopher Ironside. The thistle, Scotland's national flower, symbolizes unity and resilience within the United Kingdom, while the crown above it reinforces the coin's regal identity. Together, the two sides of the coin showcase both national pride and artistic mastery, reflecting the harmony of history and design. Culturally, the 1975 5 pence coin carries a sense of nostalgia. It represents a generation that experienced the shift from pounds, shillings, and pence to the modern decimal system. These coins were part of daily life, clinking in pockets, exchanged in shops, and used by families across the UK. Each one carries a silent story of the era, the economic challenges of the 1970s, the changing face of Britain, and the endurance of its monarchy. For historians and collectors, this coin is a tangible link to a pivotal decade in British history, one marked by transformation, innovation, and resilience. The 1975 5 pence coin weighs around 5.65 grams and measures approximately 23.59 millimeters in diameter, making it the same size as the earlier shilling it replaced. Its composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel ensured durability and a bright silver-like appearance when new. Over time, however, exposure to the elements can lead to oxidation and a dirty surface, as seen in many circulated coins. Yet, even in such condition, collectors still value these coins for their authenticity and originality. A coin showing wear or dirt often carries more character, a testament to its long journey through countless hands and decades of circulation. For collectors, the 1975 5 pence coin presents an affordable and nostalgic addition to a British decimal collection. The key is to handle such coins carefully, even in dirty condition, as improper cleaning can damage their surfaces and diminish their numismatic value. Instead, it's best to leave the coin as it is or gently preserve it in a protective holder. A coin with its natural patina often holds more appeal to serious collectors than one that's been overly polished or restored. Collectors also look for variations in minting, die errors, and sharpness of detail, which can sometimes elevate a coin's value significantly. In today's coin market, the 1975 5 pence might not make you a fortune, but it certainly holds its place as a piece of British history worth keeping. Its current market value in average dirty or circulated condition is typically around $250 to $500, but in higher grades or special collector sets, it can reach up to $700 or more. The real worth, however, lies not only in its monetary value but in the heritage it represents, a small silver tone coin that once helped define modern British currency. In conclusion, the 1975 UK 5 pence coin remains an enduring reminder of the evolution of British coinage, representing the blend of tradition and progress that defines a nation's identity. Its design, history, and symbolism all contribute to its charm, even when found in a dirty or worn condition. For coin enthusiasts and collectors, it's more than just an old piece of metal. It's a chapter of British life captured in miniature form. Whether you're a beginner collector or a seasoned numismatist, adding a 1975 5 pence to your collection is like holding a piece of the past that continues to shine, no matter how much time has passed. Next up, the United Kingdom's 5 pence coin from the year 1971. This small yet historically significant piece of currency marks a defining moment in the evolution of British coinage, being one of the very first decimal issues introduced during the monumental currency changeover. The 1971 5 pence coin represents not just a unit of value but also a slice of national history, carrying with it the spirit of a changing Britain. Its circulating condition adds a touch of authenticity, a silent testimony to the thousands of hands it may have passed through over the decades, each transaction whispering stories from an era of transformation. The background of this coin ties deeply into the decimalization movement that reshaped British money in 1971, when the nation officially shifted from the centuries-old pounds, shillings, and pence system to a modern decimal format. The 5 pence coin was introduced as a direct successor to the older 1 shilling coin, maintaining the same size and metal composition to ease public transition. This coin bears a regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side, designed by Arnold Machin, a familiar and beloved image that graced British currency for many years. The reverse side displays a crown thistle, a proud symbol of Scotland, crafted by Christopher Ironside, linking all parts of the United Kingdom through its design. This thoughtful artistry made the coin not merely a tool of commerce, but a token of unity and tradition during a period of national modernization. Culturally and historically, the 1971 5 pence coin holds an important place in the collective memory of British society. It represents the dawn of a new era in the UK's economic system, one that simplified transactions and aligned Britain's currency with global standards. For many, it carries a sense of nostalgia, a reminder of the early 70s when the nation was adapting to change with optimism and pride. The coin's imagery reinforces the unity of a United Kingdom, as a thistle emblem celebrates Scottish heritage while being used on currency circulated throughout the nation. Collectors often appreciate this coin not only for its metal value, but also for the story it tells about Britain's transition from old to new, from traditional to modern. In terms of technical details, the 1971 5 pence coin was struck in cupro-nickel, a durable alloy of copper and nickel, giving it a distinctive silvery sheen that resists tarnish. It weighs precisely 5.65 grams and measures 23.59 millimeters in diameter, a size familiar to those who handled shilling coins in previous years. Its milled edge provided both tactile feedback and a safeguard against counterfeiting. Even in circulating condition, these coins tend to retain much of their detail, and a careful eye can still admire the fine craftsmanship that went into their production. The coin was produced at the Royal Mint in vast numbers to support the new decimal system, ensuring that every citizen could adapt smoothly to the monetary changeover. While millions were minted, rarity and value for collectors today are determined largely by condition, demand, and the specific context of a coin's preservation. A 1971 5 pence coin in average circulating condition is not exceptionally rare, but it still draws significant collector interest due to its historical relevance as one of the first decimal 5 pence coins. Coins in uncirculated or proof condition naturally fetch higher prices, sometimes reaching several dollars depending on the grade and market demand. However, even a circulated piece in good condition holds collectible value, often estimated $600 in today's numismatic market. Those in exceptional mint state condition can command even more, particularly if verified by professional grading services. Collectors are particularly drawn to these coins not solely for their potential monetary value, but for their role as part of a larger story in British coinage. The demand for early decimal coins has grown steadily as younger collectors and international buyers develop an interest in modern UK currency transitions. The 1971 issue stands out as the beginning of a new chapter, making it a staple piece in any British decimal coin collection. Enthusiasts who specialize in complete decimal sets view it as indispensable, especially in preserved or lightly circulated states where design details remain crisp and legible. For collectors seeking to preserve or acquire a 1971 5p coin, a few simple tips can help ensure lasting value. Always handle coins by their edges to avoid fingerprints or surface damage, and store them in acid-free holders or coin flips to prevent environmental wear. When possible, avoid cleaning or polishing, as this can reduce the coin's natural luster and consequently its market appeal. Building a collection that showcases the transition years of British decimalization can be both educational and rewarding, and the 1971 5p coin serves as a perfect cornerstone for such an endeavor. In conclusion, the 1971 UK 5p coin in circulating condition may appear modest at first glance, but its significance extends far beyond its face value. It embodies a landmark shift in British economic history, uniting art, heritage, and practicality in one enduring piece of metal. Collectors across the world value it as a tangible reminder of a transformative period, one that reshaped the nation's financial identity. Whether kept for nostalgia, education, or investment, this coin continues to capture hearts and imaginations alike. With its blend of cultural symbolism, historical depth, and growing collector interest, the 1971 5p coin remains a small but shining testament to Britain's proud numismatic journey. Next up, the UK 5p coin from the year 1969, a coin that may look small and unassuming, but holds immense historical and collector's value, even when found in very dated or worn condition. This coin marks an important turning point in British coinage, representing the early phase of the decimalization process, a monumental shift that reshaped the entire UK currency system and laid the foundation for the coins we use today. The 1969 5p coin was introduced to replace the old shilling, maintaining the same size, weight, and value, which made the transition smoother for the British public. Even in a grimy or tarnished state, it speaks volumes about the nation's changing times, serving as a metallic bridge between two monetary eras, the traditional pre-decimal system and the modern decimal age. The coin itself carries rich symbolism and design excellence. On the obverse, it proudly bears the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, created by Arnold Machin, one of the most recognizable and beloved portraits in modern British coinage. This depiction of the young queen without a crown symbolized grace, continuity, and modernity, a reflection of the changing Britain of the late 1960s. The reverse features a crowned Scottish thistle, a powerful emblem of national pride and unity, representing the strong cultural identity of Scotland within the United Kingdom. Together, these details make the coin not just a piece of metal, but a living story of British heritage and craftsmanship. Weighing approximately 5.65 grams and composed of cupronickel, the 1969 5p coin was minted with exceptional precision. Despite its everyday circulation purpose, it carries an air of elegance that many collectors today find captivating. The key factor to remember is that this coin was part of the very first batch of decimal coins issued before decimalization officially took effect in 1971. That historical timing alone gives it special importance and higher collector appeal. Even coins that appear worn, tarnished, or dirty can still command interest due to their place at the start of a new numismatic chapter. For those who understand its story, every scratch or stain adds character rather than taking away from its charm. When it comes to rarity, the 1969 5p is not considered exceedingly rare in mint condition, but its early mintage and transitional nature make it a prized possession among coin collectors. In very dirty or heavily circulated condition, its value can range modestly, typically around $100 to $200 in the open market. However, its desirability increases if it displays unusual toning, distinct wear patterns, or historical interest. A well-preserved specimen with clear details and minimal damage could fetch between $200 to $400 or even more, depending on demand. But even a grimy example holds nostalgic and educational value, which often exceeds its monetary worth. Collectors are particularly drawn to this coin because it tells the story of Britain's shift into modernization. It's a tangible link to an era of change when the country redefined its identity through something as everyday as pocket change. For numismatists, owning a 1969 5 pence is like holding a piece of the UK's cultural and economic transformation. The coin serves as a conversation starter, an artifact that bridges the past and present, and an essential piece for anyone serious about building a complete British decimal collection. If you are a collector or someone curious about coin collecting, here are some helpful tips. Always handle your coins carefully. Even a dainty one deserves respect. If you find a very dirty 1969 5 pence, avoid aggressive cleaning, as this can reduce its value. Instead, store it in a protective sleeve or capsule to prevent further damage. Consider professional conservation only if you believe the coin has potential for grading or higher resale. Remember that numismatic value is not just about shine, it's about originality, history, and authenticity. Seek coin that tells stories, and this one, despite its wear, has one of the richest stories of all. In today's collector market, older decimal coins are seeing renewed interest. Many coin enthusiasts around the world are beginning to recognize the importance of early decimal issues like the 1969 5 pence. It's becoming more than a nostalgic piece. It's a symbol of the United Kingdom's resilience, innovation, and cultural pride. In auctions or collector forums, these coins occasionally surface with surprising results, especially those in exceptional condition or from original mint sets. Even so, every 1969 5 pence coin, no matter its state, holds value for those who appreciate its heritage. In conclusion, the UK 1969 5 pence coin, even in very dirty condition, remains a wonderful piece of British numismatic history. It may not make you instantly rich, but it connects you directly to a turning point in the nation's economic story. Its charm lies in its simplicity, its symbolism in its transition, and its value in the passion it ignites among collectors. So next time you come across an old, dusty 5 pence coin from 1969, don't dismiss it. Cherish it as a small but mighty fragment of the United Kingdom's rich monetary past. Keep it safe, appreciate its story, and remember that in the world of coin collecting, even the smallest coin can carry a wealth of history. Next up, the 1975 pence coin, in fine condition, is a delightful specimen of mid-20th century British minting, and its charm lies not only in its design but also in the era it represents. For collectors, it carries an enduring appeal that combines rarity, craftsmanship, and cultural significance, a true relic of British coinage history. The background of the 1975 pence coin dates back to the United Kingdom's preparations for decimalization, which officially took place in 1971. Before the full changeover, the Royal Mint had already introduced new decimal denominations, and the 5 pence coin was one of the first of this new series, initially issued in 1968. By 1970, it had become a familiar sight, though it still coexisted with the older shillings, as it held the same value of 1 shilling or 1/20 of the pound. The design of the coin beautifully merged traditional British elegance with modern sensibility. On the obverse, it proudly features a youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, her effigy crowned with the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, symbolizing continuity and grace. The reverse, designed by Christopher Ironside, displays a crowned thistle, the national emblem of Scotland, a striking tribute to the unity of the United Kingdom within its new decimal framework. In cultural and historical terms, the 1975 pence coin represents more than monetary value. It embodies a nation's journey into modernization. This coin is a symbol of the British people adapting to change while preserving their deep-rooted traditions. The thistle, as chosen for its reverse, pays homage to Scotland's proud identity, while the coin's very existence marked a step forward into a simplified, future-ready economy. For those who grew up during this period, the coin evokes nostalgia for a time when British money was literally being redefined, when old shillings and pence were making way for decimals, and new coinage was beginning to circulate in every pocket, purse, and till across the country. The 1975 pence coin, with a weight of approximately 5.65 grams and a diameter of 23.59 millimeters, was struck in cupro-nickel, a durable alloy chosen to resist wear and tear while maintaining its bright silver-like appearance. This composition ensured that the coin could remain in circulation for many years, though by now, most surviving examples have become collectible keepsakes rather than everyday currency. Its distinctive metallic sheen and firm engraving reflect the precision of royal mint production during this period, and coins preserved in fine condition still display impressive detail, especially in the intricate lines of the thistle design and the smoothness of the Queen's portrait. Among the key facts that make the 1970 issue particularly noteworthy is that it was one of the final pre-decimal years before the official changeover, making it part of a short-lived yet historically significant era. While millions were minted, the 1970 circulation pieces were fewer than earlier years, and thus examples in fine or better condition are increasingly sought after. Many coins of this age have endured decades of handling, loss, and wear, so finding one that retains much of its original detail is becoming more of a challenge, and consequently, more desirable for collectors. As for rarity and condition, the 1975 pence coin is not considered extremely rare in absolute numbers, but its collectability lies in condition and historical timing. A fine condition coin, showing only moderate wear with most details visible, can be valued higher than its face value, especially when accompanied by provenance or part of a curated decimalization set. Coins in mint or uncirculated condition can reach significantly higher prices in auctions and private sales. While heavily circulated coins may only be worth a small premium, fine examples are now becoming scarcer and more appreciated in the numismatic world, particularly among enthusiasts of early decimal coinage. In today's collector market, the current value of a 1975 pence coin in fine condition generally ranges between $200 to $400, though prices can fluctuate based on collector interest, condition, and international demand. Special presentation pieces or proof coins, especially those from royal mint sets, can command much higher figures, often $800 or more, depending on quality and certification. What truly enhances its appeal, however, is the historical weight it carries as a representation of Britain's shift to the decimal era, making it not just a coin, but a story captured in metal. Collectors are always advised to handle such coins with care, avoiding unnecessary cleaning or polishing that can reduce value. Storing them in dry, protective cases or capsules helps maintain their condition over time. Researching through reputable coin catalogs and attending coin fairs or online auctions can help enthusiasts stay updated on market trends. Building a collection around transitional British coins, such as the 1968 to 1971 5-pence issues, can be particularly rewarding as they reflect one of the most important turning points in the nation's monetary history. In conclusion, the 1970 United Kingdom 5-pence coin remains a remarkable piece of British numismatic heritage. It stands as a bridge between two monetary worlds, the traditional shilling and the modern decimal penny. Its fine condition, elegant design, and cultural symbolism continue to make it an attractive find for collectors who value more than just metal. They value history, artistry, and the story of a changing nation. Whether admired for its craftsmanship, held as an investment, or treasured as a nostalgic keepsake, the 1975 pence coin shines as a reminder of Britain's enduring legacy in coinage and the timeless charm of its monetary evolution. At last, a UK 5-pence coin from the year 1977, a small yet powerful reminder of the nation's rich numismatic heritage. Despite being found in a dilapidated condition, this humble coin carries with an intriguing story that continues to attract coin enthusiasts and collectors from around the world. The year 1977 itself holds a special place in British history, as it marked the silver jubilee of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, celebrating 25 years on the throne. This event imbued many items of that era, including coins, with additional historical charm, turning even the smallest denominations into cultural keepsakes of national pride. The 1977 5-pence coin was part of the first generation of decimal coins that replaced the old pre-decimal system, following the Great Decimalization event of 1971. These coins were struck in cupro nickel, a robust blend of copper and nickel, making them resistant to wear and corrosion, a trait that helped them survive decades of circulation. Despite this, many coins from that time, like our feature piece, have endured extensive use and environmental exposure, resulting in what we now call a dilapidated condition. This means its original luster has faded, the details have softened, and the surface might show clear evidence of wear and tear. Yet, beneath that aged appearance lies an authentic witness to the economic, cultural, and historical evolution of Britain in the 1970s, a time of transition, tradition, and resilience. Culturally, the 1977 5-pence stands as a miniature tribute to British craftsmanship and the monarchy. On the obverse, it proudly bears a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machen, which became one of the most recognizable royal effigies used across Commonwealth coinage. The reverse showcases a crown thistle, a national emblem of Scotland, signifying unity within the United Kingdom and echoing centuries of shared heritage. Each of these symbols carries deep cultural value, connecting everyday currency with the enduring identity of the nation. Even a worn example reflects a tangible connection to the countless hands it passed through, ordinary people contributing to the daily rhythm of life in post-industrial Britain. In terms of specifications, the 1977 5-pence coin weighs approximately 5.65 grams and measures 23.59 millimeters in diameter. Its composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel gives it a silvery appearance that, when new, gleam with a modern brilliance. The coin remained part of the circulating currency until the early 1990s, when a smaller version was introduced in 1990 to align with the changing standards of modern coinage. Consequently, the original larger 5-pence coins became an item of nostalgic appeal, sought after by those who appreciate the story behind British decimal coinage. When we discuss rarity, it's important to remember that the 1977 5-pence were produced in large quantities for general circulation, meaning it is not considered a rare coin in the traditional sense. However, what makes any specific piece special is its context, condition, and collectability. A dilapidated coin may not have the same monetary value as one in pristine or uncirculated condition, but it still has numismatic worth for collectors who value historical authenticity and completeness in their collections. Such coins often serve as gap fillers or educational pieces, allowing enthusiasts to trace the evolution of British coinage through real, tangible examples. For a coin in dilapidated condition, the current market value may range from just a few cents to around $1 or $2, depending on the degree of wear and overall eye appeal. In contrast, a mint-state 1977 5-pence could reach slightly higher prices with collectors who prioritize immaculate specimens. Collector demand for the 1977 issue remains steady because it connects to a significant royal anniversary year. Many hobbyists seek to own one from this date as part of a complete set of Jubilee year memorabilia. Even when heavily worn, such coins can be desirable when presented in thematic collections focusing on 1977, the Silver Jubilee, or the era of British decimalization. The emotional and cultural value of a coin like this often outweighs its face or market value, especially for those who cherish its story and symbolism more than its shine. For collectors looking to enhance their coin collections, the best advice is to appreciate condition, but not overlook history. Always handle old coins carefully to prevent further damage. Store them in dry, acid-free holders, and resist the temptation to clean them with chemicals or abrasives, as doing so can significantly reduce their appeal and numismatic worth. Instead, focus on preserving their natural patina, which tells its own story of time and circulation. Building a set of early decimal 5-pence coins from 1968 to 1981 is an excellent project for beginners, offering both educational value and a rewarding sense of progression through British monetary history. In conclusion, the UK 5-pence coin from 1977, even in dilapidated condition, remains an evocative piece of Britain's modern numismatic journey. It represents not only a change in currency, but also a reflection of national identity, technological progress, and royal celebration. While its market value may be modest, often between $1 to $2, it is a sentimental and historical value that truly defines its worth. Collectors cherish these coins as reminders of a time when Britain embraced both tradition and transformation, and each surviving example serves as a timeless token of that remarkable era. So, the next time you come across a worn old 5-pence from 1977, remember, it's not just a piece of metal, but a living chapter of British history that continues to shine in the hearts of numismatists around the world. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time and support. Make sure to like the video, share it with other coin enthusiasts, and subscribe for more incredible stories about rare coins and hidden treasures.